welcome back. It's Tasha. I am here today with a video for a Ulta, one of these little gift bags that you get. I'm going to try out all the makeup, kind of give you my thoughts on them, go from there. Before I jump into the video, I do want to say a couple of things. I took a break from uploading last week out of respect for everything that was going on. The world is in so much turmoil, and I can't even find the words to describe how I'm feeling or what's going on. I know for me, I don't completely understand what it feels like to be discriminated against because of my color or those kind of things. However, I do think that it is an injustice, it is unfair and saddening that we're still at the point where those things are platforms for hurt and to use against each other. I feel like we should be at a better point where we're able to recognize each other's differences as things that are unique and things that should be celebrated, not as reasons to treat someone different or to hurt someone. There are tons of things that I could go on to say. However, words are spoken much better by other people, so I won't reiterate everything. I will say, though, that I hope that we are able to learn from this and to unite and to love one another, recognizing words of experts in the past who have just made such great contributions to everything. You know, be the change we wish to see in the world. Whatever little things we can do, whatever efforts we can make to make those changes and to make them permanent. I hope that that's what we do going forward. There are so many other influencers that have been on YouTube that have given great resources for ways to help, whether it's volunteering or contributing money or other things that we can do to help recognize, improve the awareness for what's going on and to help unite people. So I'll link some of the information below in the description box. I hate to be super serious going into a video, but I did want to talk about why I wasn't uploading last week, trying to educate myself, trying to find out, see what's going on, those kind of things is what I use that time for. I am back to my regular schedule. We'll do an upload today on Tuesday, an upload on Friday, and then next week we'll kind of be back to normal. But that certainly doesn't diminish what's going on, make it less important, or make it less of a focus. Without anything else to say, I am going to jump into the makeup today. Certainly, if you're new to this channel, my name is Tasha. I do anything makeup focused. I love makeup, so I'll do unboxings, I do makeup trials, as well as other different things that we'll add in. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing. It does make a big difference to me, as well as to my journey on YouTube here, so that would be great. And without any more talk, we're going to go ahead and jump right into the video. So I am barefaced today, and I actually got this before quarantine. So this is one of those, if you buy so much product, we'll give you a blah blah 10 piece, 15, 14, whatever the number is, free set. So that's what this is, and it is all filled with Ulta makeup. And so I thought it'd be interesting to try. I have not tried a lot of Ulta specific products. I have tried their under eye concealer, the hydrating one. I don't really like it so much. There are other products that I've tried. Some are not bad and some are just okay. So let's talk about this bag and what's in it. So it is a nice little peach bag. It does have a zipper, and the zipper is interesting because it's not at the top of the bag, it's at the front of the bag. So kind of weird to get into. You can't see the product so well, but definitely a very sturdy bag. And so we'll pull out the products here. We do have a makeup remover wipes in here. Next thing we have is a Bloom palette, which is several eyeshadows, and so very peachy, mauvey kind of tones. So we'll certainly put that on. They don't have a lot of information on the back, just batch code and those kind of things, so not a ton of information, but that's the Bloom. Next thing we have is a blush, and it just says blush on here, but I think I can actually use this as a bronzer or a contour. It looks matte on the skin, and this is definitely a satin. There are chunks, not satin, it's a glitter. There are chunks of glitter in here, so we'll see how that works. I do like that these little palettes actually have magnetic closures, which is super nice because they're not going to fall apart if you take them with you to travel. They're small enough that you could do that if they're good quality kind of things. Next thing we have in here is a very small matte eye primer from Ulta. It does not have a seal on the end, and it says it's just, oh, there you go. So it's same color as my skin. So we'll use that with the eyeshadow. We'll see how that goes. It is matte though, so that's interesting. Next product is a mascara, Maximum Lashes. I do love the pink color. That kind of seems to be the theme here. It says it is defining and lengthening. Otherwise, it doesn't say anything else. So let's check out the wand here. So it is a plasticky wand. So those are plastic bristles there. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Next thing that we have is a poreless face primer. I did not use this. I put that's foundations on. I have under eye concealer on, as well as I have set everything, but that's as far as I've gotten. I did not use this because it's an interesting cap there. That's not what I expected. That looks like a lip gloss cap. At any rate, I didn't use this because I didn't realize it was in there, but it literally is just a silicone primer. It is clear, kind of like the Smashbox Photo Focus kind of primer, but definitely that slippy kind of a primer. So we won't use that, unfortunately. They do have an interesting brush, clear, just a big fluffy brush, so we'll use that. It is nice and soft, but it is not dense. It is super fluffy. So we'll try the blush or something like that with it. And then last but not least, this is an Ulta Beauty lipstick. Other than that, you have the Ulta Beauty embossed on here. There's no color on it. It does not say anything else. The color is at the bottom, and the lipstick is that color right there. So just a bullet lipstick. We'll see if it's matte or not. Let's swatch it. We won't do it on that hand because I have tons of stuff on that hand. Oh, feels nice and creamy. Nice color too. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump right in and put all these products. That's all that there was in the bag. Let's put all these products on face, see what we think about them, and go from there. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do the eyeshadow. So let's put the primer on my eyes. And I tend to start with, let's bring us a little bit closer first. Okay, we're close. We'll put a little primer on both eyes, and since it's the same color as my eyelid, you can't even see it going on. I will say the one thing that not that you expect it in this kind of a bag, but there's no mirrors in anything. So if you bring these along for travel, you do need to bring along a mirror. So that's what I'm going to break out. Pull a mirror out, and then I'm going to take just a little small brush and spread that around on my eye. Make sure that I have it covering everywhere. It's not sticky. I guess it's kind of matte. Kind of. Ooh, sorry, I knocked that. Ooh, earthquake. I guess it is kind of matte. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. It's not sticky, but it's also not wet or anything. I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the eyeshadow real quick. So I'm going to take this lightest color and we're going to put it all over just to make sure that we have a nice base down. Again, no mirrors. You got to use a different mirror. So let's... Nice color. Instant payoff. Because the eyeshadow base is not sticky, I don't think you would need to put a base down all over if you didn't want to, because there's not anything that's like gripping weirdly to any of the product. It's blending out fine. There's no issues like that. So let's go ahead, we'll switch brushes here, and let's go into, I guess we'll do Hyacinth next, which is this, it's kind of like a brownish mauve-y color. And I'm going to put that in my crease and outer corner. Okay, that color you can't even see. I mean, a little bit, but hardly at all. There is some powder kick up in the pan. You can see it right there. So a little bit powdery, but that doesn't make it a bad eyeshadow, just kind of something to be aware of. There definitely is. Oh, that's my Sadie Grace crying. She walks around the house, I call her Eeyore. She walks around the house crying. She is a sweet little boxer, but just cries for no reason, just cries. I don't know. My mom was just here and she wanted to go with my mom to play, so maybe that's why she's crying. I don't know. Sadie Grace. I am going to take a second and I'm just going to blend this out, although you can't even see that that's a different color. It looks pretty much the same as the first color I put down. And it's starting to rain. Cool. I don't see a big difference between the two colors. Not at all. They look pretty much the same. So let's go ahead and see if we can darken it up, and we'll use maple and see if that makes any difference to, maybe that's a little bit of a darker brown, and just put it right in that outside corner. Maybe a little, not a whole lot. I mean, vaguely you can kind of see a difference, but not a ton here. Well, I don't know what I think about that. That first shadow was beautiful. These other shadows are not super pigmented, and they're so close in tone between this color right here, Hyacinth, and this color right here, Maple. A little bit darker, but not a lot of color payoff there, so you can't really tell. I mean, a little bit, but very, very light. So certainly if you prefer lighter colors, prefer to build up your eyeshadow, not color right away that's super intense, this this might not be bad. But I'm not a big fan of it. I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to use some of this Wisteria, which is a purple shimmer. I'm not going to even use a brush. We're just going to use my finger, and I'm going to pick up a little bit here, and I'm going to put it right on the eyelid. Again, you can't even tell. Okay, so let's try a brush then. Okay. I mean, you can tell that there's purple there versus there. So this is before, this is after. Not super impressed with these shadows at all. And I do have a primer on, so it's not like I am doing this bare-eyed. Because sometimes I'm lazy and I don't use a primer, and you can tell the difference. It doesn't quite show off as good, but I have a primer on, and these are all very muted colors. Very muted. Not bad by any means, but definitely not my preference. So that's as good as we're going to get the eyes. Not a whole lot of color there, but that's okay. Okay, let's go on to the blush. Lip brush, wow. Blush and bronzer. And I'm actually gonna use this big fluffy brush that we got, and I'm gonna go ahead and take some of that walnut color, which could be a pinky blush for some people, but I bet I could use it as a bronzer on my light skin. So that's what we're gonna do. Brush is not bad, bristles are nice and soft, but because it's so fluffy, it is so hard to control. You can't really do any precise anything. So if you just want to blend powder all over, or maybe blend blush, wow, I don't know why I'm so challenged today. Blush all over, you certainly could do that, but it is not something that you are going to do anything precise with. The color here for walnut actually isn't bad for me. Because I am so fair, it does show up as a bronzer here. Take a look in my mirror. Certainly not the darkest ever, but you can definitely see it. And it's not an awful color for me. I got a little high because of that weird brush situation, so I'm going to take this and kind of... it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. I'm going to Real Techniques. I know it's dirty. It's kind of stained. I did clean them just a couple of days ago. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, as I throw stuff on the floor. Sorry. I always drop something every single video. And go into Cherry Blossom right here. I am just going to pick up a little bit and we're going to do right on the cheeks. It is definitely a sparkle blush for sure. So if you don't like glitter, I'll give you a swatch on my hand just so you can kind of see here. That's that swatch. It is a beautiful cherry pink color, but you can definitely see it has a sheen. So if you're not a big fan of satin or kind of sparkly blushes, you won't like this blush. I know I go a little crazy with the blush. I know I go a little crazy. It's not bad. It's not a bad color. It's pretty. The one thing I have to say though is there are absolutely glitter particles in it. The glitter comes off on the face. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay. I didn't realize that this does not have an eyeliner. So we is doing it eyeliner free today and no highlight. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and go right in with the mascara then, because this is about where we're at for the face. I do have the lipstick, and I do have oh, that's what else I forgot. This fell out of the bag. There is a lip gloss as well, so we'll put that on in a second. So let's go ahead and put this mascara on. And why I always open my mouth like that when I do mascara. First coat, it's not bad. It's not awful. We'll see. Sometimes I get it in my hair. I have little wispy hairs that kind of come out on the side there. And especially when I'm doing the side, sometimes it'll just get all over hair, all over everything. Definitely am not the neatest with mascara. Okay, 2 coats, 1 coat. It does give some definition for sure. I wouldn't say that it's terribly lengthening per se. And that is one of the claims. The claims are it is a defining and lengthening mascara. Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes. I wouldn't say it's extremely lengthening. It does give some good definition. It's pretty. I don't mind it. It's probably actually a really good layering mascara, and that's what I tend to do a lot. I'll find 2 different mascaras that kind of look nice on their own, layer them together, and then I find I get great results. Like I have that Kevyn Aucoin and that Ciate London that I got in BoxyCharms from a couple of times, and I layer those together, and it is perfect because it gives a little thick lash, but it helps kind of lengthen and curl everything out from the Kevyn Aucoin. Beautiful. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Ulta Beauty, and it's not bad at all. Okay, so last thing that we had to try, and I dropped this as well, is the lipstick. So let's go ahead and put the lipstick on, and then we'll put lip gloss on, and then kind of go from there. I don't know, it just stopped on me. I do like, the color's nice. I do like, it's nice and creamy. My lips are almost always dry, and this actually feels nice on them. So not bad at all. Very pretty color. Because it is so creamy and emollient, I would imagine it's not a super long lasting lipstick, but feels really nice. Isn't drying down, so definitely not a matte. And then last thing we have is the Jelly Gloss Lip Gel. And it is we'll put it next to this blush here. It is a very sparkly pinkish kind of a lip gel gloss thing. It is in one of these old school like pucker lip gloss things. I know that's probably not even focused there. Sorry. One of those old school, take you back to middle school kind of thing. Not the biggest fan of that kind of applicator because then you get stuff all over, like my lipstick is now all over that. But you certainly could apply it a different way. Looks nice. Lips look nice and juicy. I like that look. Not a long-lasting look. Lipstick's not matte. Gel goes on super thick. It is going to come off right away as soon as you eat or drink or do anything. But very, very pretty if you need a very short lasting thing, or if you're good at reapplying throughout the day, which I am not. I'm not even going to claim that I am. Then this would not be bad. Feels really nice, feels really hydrating, looks really pretty on, like it. The lip gel is not really sticky, which I like. Sometimes lip glosses are so sticky that your lips almost stick together. Not at all. But still nice and thick. Thick is not the right word to describe. It's not a bad thing, just nice and hydrating and feels really, really good. I like it. I think out of everything, lipstick and the gel was my favorite. Lipstick by far is my favorite. Like the color, like the way it feels. Again, not long lasting, but feels good. Eyeshadows, I am not a fan of at all. I don't think they did much of anything for the eye. A little wash of color, but not anything significant. Blush is pretty. Bronzer is not bad. I think it's supposed to be a blush, but on me, since I'm very pale, it's a bronzer. That worked out well. I don't think they're bad. I do have to say though, although Ulta does have sales all the time on their makeup, they also have that $3.50 off $15 coupon that typically you can use on their makeup. However, for the price, Ulta's products are drugstore, maybe a little more expensive than some drugstore products. I definitely think you can get better eyeshadow for much cheaper. Profusion, Wet n Wild, you can get a palette for very inexpensive. The color payoff is better. They have better color selection. Shimmers are better. I definitely would say pass on the eyeshadow. The blush and the bronzer are not bad. They're decent. The blush is very glittery, but again, for the price, I would say go drugstore. Essence has great blushes. Elf has great blushes. And they are cheaper than the Ulta blushes, and I feel like perform better than them. They don't have the chunky glitter. Now, of course, this is not the only blush color that Ulta has. Not saying it's bad at all. It looks nice, but I think I'd probably go with drugstore on those things. The mascara is not bad at all. great layering mascara. It does provide the definition. I think it would be great paired up with something else kind of thing. And then of course we've talked about the lipstick. So that's my quick review on these products. Let me know what your experience has been with Ulta Beauty products. Are there favorites? Do you have some that you really, really like and are holy grails that you buy all the time? I would love to know and love to try those. There's so many Ulta products that I'm not sure what ones I want to try. So drop me a comment below. Let me know what you guys really like from Ulta. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know your thoughts on everything. Kind of share. This is a platform that I want to use to help support each other, to enjoy, to have fun, but also to be able to share with each other. So please comment below, be respectful, and thank you all so much for watching. I am super glad to be back. I missed filming so much. I do really enjoy this, so thank you. And please take care of yourself. Be safe. On Friday, I am not quite sure what video I'm going to do. My BoxyCharm should be here soon, so we may do that. But we may do another one in my series because I've started that one. I've done that one video of the series, my favorite dupes from beauty YouTubers I love. So we may do another series video. I'm not quite sure what'll happen, but I'll have a video up on Friday. Please take care, and I will see you all later. Thanks. Bye.